I want to show you a tip that I do when I'm slipping stitches so that I don't end up with stretched stitches like these three. They have been slipped the traditional way, where you take the needle and you slip your stitches. Unfortunately, when you do that, you stretch stitches out, and while some of it blocks out and you can kind of finagle it and hide it a little bit, it will still show, especially if you are knitting, you know, a solid color and stockinette. It's going to show, and my eye tends to go exactly there in my projects. Not because I know it's there, I just notice it. So I want to show you what I do to avoid having this distortion of stitches. So the first thing I do is I slip my stitches close to the edge of my needle, and I'm just going to hold my needle tips and overlap them at the taper so that I can slip stitches without stretching these stitches, because when you stretch the stitches, you know, when you insert the stitches in a traditional way, you're just adding more yarn here. You're borrowing from here, you're borrowing from here, and you're adding here. And you do that as you go along, and you would think that this one would tighten up and that one would tighten up, but that just isn't what actually happens. So if you ever need to go back and fix something, maybe you have a stitch over here that you need to fix and you want to slip these stitches to get it fixed, maybe before you forget it, or, you know, get that stitch picked up before you get there, or even slipping stitches onto a cable needle. This is what I do to avoid stitches that become distorted from slipping. Happy knitting!